Facts that could save your life one day, part 1. When you see the flash of a nuclear blast, duck under a desk or behind a wall and cover yourself. It can save your life. Blue color, color of trust, you should trust me. About bears, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. And if it's white, good night. Solid piece of advice. If a tornado seems like it's not moving, then it's coming towards you. Remember, color of trust, you and me. If you are attacked by a shark and it refuses to let go, just punch it in the gills as hard as you can. Blue color, color of trust, you know what to do. If an officer wants to search your car, for example, you can actually say no. Good luck with that. And if you fall off a ship or somehow end up in the ocean, you can use your trousers as a flotation device. But make sure you're wearing trousers before that happens. If your hair on your arms or head is standing up during a thunderstorm, then a lightning is about to strike you. If there is no car or building nearby, then crouch down immediately. And the lightning will find the next tallest thing. Blue color, color of trust. If you ever go back to your car and you see an object or a shade on your windshield or mirrors, then get in the car and drive away without removing the object. It's a pretty common method for kidnapping. If your car is submerged underwater, you won't be able to simply open the door and walk out. And don't wait until it's filled with water. As soon as the car hits the water, you should get out the window, and you have less than a minute to do that. Blue color, color of trust. To survive a free-falling elevator, you actually need to lay down on your back. If you're standing, your legs will get shoved into your internal organs and you will die. Always lock your doors. There was once a serial killer who thought an unlocked door was an invitation. If you want to save someone who fell through ice, don't walk on the ice. Instead, lie down and start crawling. And if you ever find yourself in a sinking boat and you manage to get free, scream while swimming all the way to the top. It will actually keep the pressure from killing you. Polar bears have insane ADHD. If one is chasing you, immediately drop clothing items, like your hat. The bear will be confused and stop to sniff the hat. If you need help in a public place, it's a bad idea to just scream help. Being specific is very important, so point at someone and tell them to call 911, for example. And if you're buried alive, don't panic because you have a limited amount of oxygen. And before doing anything, pull your shirt over your head because you don't want to be swallowing dirt while you're trying to escape. If you're caught in a fire, the smoke is most likely to kill you. The oxygen is usually down, so stay as low as possible and run. And if you're ever caught in a thunderstorm, do not stand under a tree. Because the lightning hits the tree, travels down to the ground, up one of your legs, through your heart, stopping it, then down through your other leg to the ground, and you're dead. And in a kidnapping situation where the person is trying to get you in a vehicle, always fight with your life to not get in that vehicle, because if they're planning to take you somewhere else, you're probably gonna die, or worse. Contrary to what the Jurassic Park made you believe, the T-Rex can't see you if you stand still. So if you encounter a T-Rex, just run. And if you fall through ice and you can reach the surface but you cannot climb out, then place your arms out on the ice and don't move them. Your sleeves will freeze on the ice and keep you out of the water in case you pass out. And if you encounter a mountain lion, don't turn your back on it, just walk backwards. They don't want to fight you head on, so they will wait for you to turn around and then attack. If you ever fall from the subway platform into the tracks, don't try to climb back up if a train is coming towards you. Instead, there are those little spaces where you can go under in case a train is coming. If bees or wasps are chasing you, don't go and hide underwater. They will literally wait for you to resurface. Instead, just keep running. At some point they will get bored. If you're on a beach and you see the water receding, or if it's far away than it normally would be, then run as far as you can because the tsunami is coming. If you're in a car and you see a moose in the middle of the road, then do whatever it takes to swerve, even run into a ditch if you have to. Because hitting a moose is literally like running into a wall. If a tornado looks like it's not moving, then it's heading towards you, so you better run. If you're ever in the wild and you hear a weird laugh, then get out of there fast. That's the noise that hyenas make when they are done with a kill, and they are preparing for the next prey. And hopefully it's not you. If you somehow end up falling in the sky without a parachute, don't go for the water, because it will feel like concrete. You'll pretty much die. First form an X with your body to slow down your fall. Then your best 3 options are to land on trees, swamp or snow. Oh, and make sure to land on your feet, because this will absorb as much impact as possible. If a nuclear explosion goes off for whatever reason, just drop to the ground. And put your fingers in your ears while trying to breathe out of your teeth. Yeah. You know, the shockwave usually kills the most people, so hopefully it will just go over you. If a bear is chasing you, do not climb a tree, because bears are great climbers. Instead, run down a hill because bears are not good at that. If you notice a car following you, do not go back to your home. Instead, take 4 right turns to see if they are actually following you, because who's gonna take 4 right turns? And if they're actually following you, then lead them to the police station. If you ever happen to ingest windshield wiper fluid or antifreeze, for whatever reason, then drink large amounts of vodka to keep it from destroying your kidneys, and it will give you time to go to the hospital. That's an excuse to drink, isn't it? If someone falls into extremely cold water and is close to hypothermia, don't put them next to a fire. They need to be warmed up slowly because faster can kill them. If your car ever falls into water, immediately open the window or the door. If you don't do this immediately, you will be stuck inside because of the high pressure. If you need clean water, you can use your t-shirt. Just rip a part of your t-shirt off and use it to filter the water. It's pretty safe and you will be for sure drinking some healthier water. If you ever see square waves in the water, get out immediately. Those waves have powerful currents underneath the water and they can take you away immediately. If you ever get buried in rubble, don't just start yelling for help. Instead, just grab something and start tapping with it in some kind of pattern. Humans are great at noticing patterns and the rescue teams will come towards that sound. And if you ever get caught in a rip current, swim sideways. A rip current is a strong flow of water that moves directly away from the shore. If you swim straight in, then you will lose energy because it will keep pushing you back. So you need to swim out of it and then towards the shore. One of the best self-defense tricks by far is pretending to be way crazier than the person attacking you. Go into gorilla mode if you have to, because who's gonna fight a gorilla, right? If you're running away from a runaway object, don't just run straight. Instead, run a little bit to the side. So not straight and not completely to the side, because you will die. And if you're out and can't tell the time, first go find the horizon. Then put your fingers like that and every finger counts as 15 minutes. And multiply the fingers you have between the horizon and the sun by 15. And good job, now you know how to tell time. If you ever get buried in an avalanche, it may be hard to tell which way is up after getting tumbled around. But speeding will make gravity show you which way is down. And when somebody is drowning, it doesn't always look like they're drowning. It's not like in the movies. If you see someone who isn't panicking, it doesn't mean that they're not drowning. And if someone has both hands on your throat, then put your forearms between their forearms and press them apart until they let go. Easier said than done, I know.